Prudence Crabtree, you wanted me to melt purple and yellow on the wax melt burner. Melt what? Those of you that are still wondering what this is. This is actually oobleck. This is frozen oobleck. It's cornstarch and water and food coloring. That's it. And you see the condensation and of course a little bit of water because I did add water to the wax melt burner before I started. But keep your comments coming. Keep your requests coming. If you want more of these, let me know what color combos you want. Now, some of you guessed that this was chocolate or candy or clay or Play-Doh, but it's not. It's just oobleck. And we have some nice Lakers colors going here. Miraculous, you wanted to see something blue and green on the wax melt burner, so this is just for you. I know I've gotten a lot of requests for blue and green on the wax melt burner, so for everyone that's into blue and green, this is just for you. But I'm not going to tell you what I made it out of. I mean, I will give you a clue and let you know that it's not made out of wax. There's no wax here whatsoever. So let me know in the comments what this is. Do you have any ideas? And if you like it, do you want to see more? Because I actually made a lot more of these in a variety of different colors. So if you want to see more, say yes. If you know what it is, say what it is. And if you have some color requests, let me know. I know somebody's asked for this in the past, so let's go ahead and melt some butter and cut up some green onions and put them on my new wax melt burner. If you guys are brand new to my series, welcome. What we do here is we melt things and we cook things on my $1 wax melt burner. Everything is fueled by just a tiny little tea light candle. And yes, things do cook all the way and they do burn. But back to the onions and butter. I mean, it was smelling like I was cooking a real savory dish, and the butter did start to boil a little bit. And yes, the butter did get hot. And I just love how bright and green this one was. And it did smell really, really nice if you like onions. Anyways, that's what happened to onions. Jasmine Cooler, this is for you. Let's plug in the mini griddle and grab 4 lime Jolly Ranchers. They look so pretty, like emeralds. They're a little bit stale. That's why they're sticking together. But let's see how long it takes. This thing heats up really fast. It gets really hot. And here's what we go. Here's what we go. I mean, here's what we have. You wanted to see butter on the wax melt burner. If you guys are brand new to my series and you're wondering what this flower thing is, this is actually a wax melt burner from Dollar Tree. And I have a little tea light candle lit underneath the surface. So everything that I do here is melted by a tiny tea light candle or cooked with a tea light candle. And yes, it's powerful enough to melt and burn things. I've burnt many things and destroyed many things with just a simple candle. But yeah, this is what happened to butter. It was an easy one. And there you go. Jayla Sunshine, you've been waiting a long time to see what would happen if I put Mike and Ike's on the wax melt burner. So I went ahead and got this box of Mega Mix Sours, added them to an already warmed wax melt burner that had a little bit of coconut oil. That's why they're so shiny. And besides them getting warm and a little bit soft, nothing really happened. Kind of like the time I added buttons to the wax melt burner. Nerds rope on the wax melt burner. What's going to happen? I don't know, Jen Unicorn. Let's watch and see right away. I mean, they were getting super soft. Mostly the jelly, though, not the nerds. The only thing I really noticed is that the color came off of a few nerds. And I also found a few crystal clear nerds, which is something I've never seen happen before. And by the end of this little melting experiment, it was kind of reminding me of Rice Krispie treats with all the sugary strands. Sometimes I have to give you things you don't ask for on the mini griddle or wax melt burner, like cooked cottage cheese. Also, I'm going to give you a peek into what I do on my second TikTok. Yes, it's ASMR. Here we go. Back to the cottage cheese. Don't eat it. Flower and I, you wanted to see cheese on the wax melt burner. So I grabbed some string cheese from Aldi. I just love the cute little cow sketch on here. Now, if you're super loyal, you have to watch until the very end because I made a big mistake in this TikTok. But, you know, I know you guys love me regardless. And I'm just going to leave it in because it's actually going to be a sneak peek to another TikTok, but I just finished filming and I knew I had to put up my TikTok. This is the time I do like every night Well, with the exception of last night, because I really needed a night off. But anyways, the cheese melted nice. It got really oily. I did a nice little cheese pull. It turned into a big blob of cheese. Now, if you're still watching, the mistake is coming really, really soon. The editing mistake. Red Bull is on the way. And that's one of my new wax melt burners. It's super cute. It's the one I used for this TikTok. Anyways, Red Bull's coming. To those of you that are super loyal and watched yesterday's TikTok all the way through, you saw the sneak peek to today's TikTok, which is the Red Bull in cranberry. And yes, coming from a bloated crayon. No. A bloated can. Where did that come from? But hey, if you're a fan of the whole sneak peek idea, then I need you to drop as many as you can, as many emojis in the comments, and let me know you want more sneak peeks. Hey, I totally couldn't find your comment, but someone out there wanted cherries in melted butter. So I grabbed some maraschino cherries, stuck them in some melted butter, and the cherries got nice and warm. At the end of this, yes, I did eat the cherries, and it tasted like a warm cherry pie. You want to see chamoy on the wax melt burner? So to all my chamoy lovers, this is for you. Let's light the tea light candle and put it in the wax melt burner and see what happens. I did notice a little bit of steam and some bubbles. I mean, I probably shouldn't have put so much chamoy in here. I put a whole lot, but we did get a little bit of bubbles and a little bit of boiling, and that's about all that happened to chamoy. Okay, this is one you're going to want to watch until the very end, and Abby, this is for you. You've been asking for fairy liquid on the wax melt burner. Now, if you end up loving this TikTok, please drop tons of fairies and magical emojis in the comments, because I am absolutely in love with how this turned out. Now, Fairy Liquid is a brand. I'm guessing in the UK, we have brands like Ajax and Palmolive and Dawn and stuff like that. But these color combos, they turned out so pretty. Like that Ajax I thought was going to be orange, but it ended up being pink. And you guys already know. I'm messing up on my voiceover, but you guys already know. I'm getting excited just talking about my two favorite colors, pink and blue. I love what happened here. I love it. Don't forget to drop the fairies in the comments if you loved it too. To those of you that have been wanting to see lotion, here we go. I just spent the last hour looking for the comment and couldn't find it anywhere. But lotion on the wax melt burner, this is yours if you wanted it. So it did get nice and warm, and we actually have sizzles and pops. Now, I've also noticed that some of you want to see sunscreen since I asked for summer themed items. So sunscreen will definitely be on the way soon.